Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. Taxpayers should be aware of coronavirus-related scams. COVID Tax Tips 2020-42, April 16th, 2020. Taxpayers should be on the lookout for IRS impersonation calls, texts, and email phishing attempts about the coronavirus or COVID-19 economic impact payments. These scams can lead to tax-related fraud and identity theft. Obviously, these types of scams are always a problem with relation to IRS types of payments and refunds, but with these types of stimulus packages, the incentives will go up greatly. So it's expected that you're going to probably see a lot more people that are going to be doing these kind of scammy type of things, given the amount of money that's related to these stimulus type of packages. So we want to be extra on the lookout to be sorting through this type of information. Back to the text. Here's what taxpayers should know. The IRS will not call, email, or text you to verify or request your financial, banking, or personal information. So if you get that kind of information from somebody else that's calling you or texting you, asking for financial information related to a stimulus check, then it's not going to be the IRS. And remember, what you want to do is always go back to the source. So if you get a call or an email and you're like, that sounds like pretty legitimate right there, you don't really want to go back to the text. You want to go to the IRS.gov website and look at the source and get the information directly from there. Back to the text. Watch out for website and social media attempts to request money or personal information. The official website is IRS.gov. So the official website, whenever you get any kind of question, you want to go to the source. The source is IRS.gov website, IRS.gov. Don't open surprise emails that look like they're coming from the IRS or click on attachments or links. So one of the common ways that you'll have a phishing scam will, of course, be the information from some place that you trust, that you think is legitimate, like the IRS. So they're going to impersonate the IRS and then have something that you would click on, and that of course, would be the thing that would allow possibly some type of malware or something like that. So they're attempting to impersonate, in that case, basically the IRS to get some kind of authentication or information through that. Back to the text. Don't open surprise emails that look like they're coming from the IRS or click on attachments or links. Taxpayers should not provide personal or financial information or engage with potential scammers online or over the phone. So again, as soon as you see it's a scam, I wouldn't even continue talking, right? You just hang up and then call the IRS directly. You won't offend an actual IRS officer if you were to hang up and call them. At this point in time and go through the IRS. Be like, I think I'm going to call the IRS directly, hang up, and then go to the source. Forward suspicious emails to phishing@irs.gov, then delete. There's going to be a link to that here, but if you want to report this, obviously the first thing you do is not engage in it, right? Just let it go, hang up on the person, contact the IRS directly if need, and then you can report it so that they can track these types of phishing scams. And that's at phishing@irs.gov, phishing@irs.gov. Go to the IRS.gov website for most up-to-date information. So there's a link to that here. Obviously, the IRS website, most up-to-date information. Here's what people should know about the economic impact payments. The IRS will automatically deposit economic impact payments into the bank account taxpayers provided on their 2019 or 2018 tax return for a direct deposit of their tax refund. Those without a direct deposit account on file may be able to provide their banking information online through a new secure tool, Get My Payment. Anyone who is eligible for an economic payment and doesn't provide direct deposit information will receive a payment mailed to the last address the IRS has on file. The IRS does not charge a fee to issue the payment. So remember, they're going to be using the last information they had on their file in order to issue the payment. They're hoping that they have a direct deposit type of information because they can send that out faster. If they don't, they'll still going to send it out to the mailing address. However, that could take longer, even longer than normal, given the fact that there's the social distancing thing and the processing of the checks is more time consuming on the IRS side of things. Scammers may Ask an individual to sign over their economic impact payment check to them. So these are types of scamming type of activity. So what might a scammer do? Well, a scammer may ask an individual to sign over their economic impact payment check to them, ask for verification of personal or banking information, suggest that they can get someone tax refund or economic impact payment faster by working on their behalf, issue a bogus check, often in an odd amount, then tell a person to call a number or verify information online in order to cash it. Official IRS information about the COVID-19 pandemic economic impact payment can be found on the coronavirus tax relief. There's a link to that here page. You can also find that on the IRS.gov website. It'll be right on the front of the page. So the IRS.gov. One of the top few boxes on the page will be the coronavirus tax relief or coronavirus type information. The IRS encourages people to share this information with family and friends. Many people who normally don't normally file a tax return may not realize they're eligible for an economic impact payment. More information, you have links to more information, including report phishing and online scams and tax scams.